everyone, welcome back to the main topic. My name is Vianney Vernon Maltonetto, and I am your host. Today, we will be talking about the honor societies here on Wallace State, and to talk about it is Ellanora Slusser. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Ellanora.
Hello, my name's Ellanora Slusser. I'm a fast track student here at Wallace State. I'll be graduating in May with my associate's degree in general studies and then transferring to Auburn University to get my degree in fashion design and merchandising.
So how did you get into fashion design and merchandising?
Well, I've always had a love of fashion since I was a kid, but it was also through my experience through FCCLA, Flamingo Korean Community Leaders of America, where I've truly learned that I love to sew and compete. I did the STAR event called Fashion Design, and I won first place in state and second place in the nation.
So what are you talking about today?
Today I'll be discussing the honor societies at Wallace State, Pi Theta Kappa, which is an international honor society, Sigma Kappa Delta, which is an English honor society, and Mu Alpha Theta, which is a math honor society.
So what are the requirements to get into these honor societies?
To qualify for MAT, you must have completed a math course equivalent to or higher than Math 112 with a GPA of 3.0. You must also be a full-time student with 12 credit hours and pay a $50 fee. SKD, you can pick up applications in the Secretary's Office of the English Building. You need to have a 3.0 GPA and finish the English 101 class with an A or B. You must be a full-time student of 12 hours and pay a $70 fee.
So what I got from this was you have to be a full-time student 12 hours to be qualified for all of these honor societies.
Yes, that's correct.
And you have to have a 3.5 for Phi Theta Kappa GPA.
Yes.
And 3.0 for both Sigma Kappa Delta and MAT.
Yes, that's correct.
So for Phi Theta Kappa and for MAT, you get like an email, right?
Yes, you do.
But for Sigma Kappa Delta, you can pick up applications if you know you qualify, and you can join anytime.
Yes, that's correct.
Nice. So individually, we'll be talking about the honor societies now. So for Phi Theta Kappa, what do students do on campus and outside of campus, and what do they get out of this honor society?
Well, they get a lot of different things. One thing that I personally like are the conferences we can go to. An example of this is the PTK Fall Leadership Retreat in Columbiana. You can also go to luncheons. The PTK luncheon at UAB is an example. You can also get certified for different things through the PTK website, like the EDGE programs. There's the Employment Edge, Competitive Edge, Healthcare Edge, Research Edge, and Transfer Edge. There's also the Scholarship and Award of All Alabama Scholarship. I know, Vianney, you got that this year. There's leadership development course studies on the website. There's also virtual college and job fairs they offer, along with virtual workshops. I personally attended the Getting Things Done time management workshop, and it was very helpful to keep time with my projects.
So I would say it's really worth it joining this honor society. So
Yes.
if you qualify, absolutely join it. And it really looks good when you transfer.
It really does.
So I attended the conference in Columbiana last year, and I thought it was a great opportunity to build your leadership skills and to start networking with people around your age. I really think that's a great opportunity that Phi Theta Kappa offers students. So what does SKD do around campus, and what do the students get out of it?
Well, we do a couple of things throughout the year. One thing we do is have members go read at local elementary schools during polls. We also are going to write Valentine's Day cards for the nursing home residents. We also are going to do a rooftop poetry reading in April. And
Nice.
During meetings, we get pizza.
Very, very important. That is a very important part of this.
It's one of my favorite parts
Yeah.
about Sigma Kappa Delta.
So if you ever just want to go to a meeting, you will be fed. That's important. So last semester for Pulse, I actually was one of the members from SKD that went to go read to the elementary kids, and I thought it was a great experience. So what does MAT do?
MIT provides volunteer opportunities for students. An example of this is helping out with high school Scholars Bowl tournaments.
So who are the sponsors for these organizations?
The sponsor for Sigma Kappa Delta is Doran Smith. The sponsor for MAT is Crystal Davis. And the sponsor for PTK is Miss Stacy Sibley and Brandon Smith.
So how do you contact these sponsors?
Doran Smith is doran.smith@wallacestate.edu. Crystal Davis is crystal.davis@wallacestate.edu. Stacy Sibley is stacy.sibley@wallacestate.edu. And Brandon Smith is brandonsmith@wallacestate.edu. There's many benefits of joining these honor society, one being the SKD scholarship.
To qualify for the SKD scholarship, you have to be a member of SKD and you have to complete an application, which there is an essay portion to this. There's also a GPA requirement, but if you're interested, you can contact the sponsor of SKD every spring. They always offer the scholarship during the spring.
Along with the SKD scholarship in the spring, there's also a PTK scholarship.
So how do you apply for these scholarships?
The PTK scholarships are all on the scholarship tab of the PTK website.
If you are selected as one of the recipients for the All-Alabama Academic Scholarship from Wallace State, you can then apply for the national scholarships. So how do you become an officer in these honor societies?
To become an officer in these honor societies, you have to contact the sponsor and they'll give you some info.
So what have you learned from these honor societies?
I have learned a lot about responsibility. You have to make sure you attend meetings, and if you have a leadership role, make sure you're completing your leadership role to the best of your abilities. You also have to keep up with what you signed to do. A lot of these honor societies have a lot to do with service projects, and if you sign up for something, they expect you to be there.
Right, you should always go to what you sign up for.
Yes, it's very important. And they account for they account for you being there, and if you're not, then there's a gap in the workload.
Well, thank you so much, Ellanora, for being on this podcast.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it.
And now, the advice of the week.
Hi, my name is Elle Hensley, and I'm a marketing staff member here at Wallace State. My advice for you is to stay active in your campus extracurriculars and clubs. According to the Center for Community College Student Engagement at the University of Texas at Austin, the more actively engaged students are, the more likely they are to persist in their college studies and to achieve at higher levels. Getting involved in student activities is a key part of the college experience. This is your chance to discover your interest and make lasting friendships.
If you've gotten to this point, thank you so much. I have some announcements for you. Priority registration for summer will begin on April 1st. SKD's rooftop reading will be April 10th. Prideline dance team auditions will be April 18th. The Jazz Band's Big Band Dance will be April 19th. Spring Under the Stars concert will be April 25th. Graduation Day is May 10th. Thank you once more to our guest, Ellanora Slusser. The main topic is hosted by me, Vianney Verdon Maldonado. Script editing is done by Ellanora Slusser. Audio editing is done by Emily Delgado Duarte. Graphic design and outreach management is done by Gracie Moody. And all of this is possible through our Wallace State marketing team. To listen to this episode, make sure to check in to our Spotify and YouTube.